Hi, this is Brittany Atchison from Seattle Pacific University Gymnastics.
Brittany, the team was in town on Friday but competed across town at the University of Washington. Third straight meet over 192 points. Your thoughts on that tri-meet?
Yeah, I definitely think that last weekend was a successful weekend for us. We went in with a lot of energy. We were there for one another, and yeah, it was just really good to see how much we accomplished and how much left we can accomplish this year.
Well, you have a chance to accomplish even more here this Saturday, home meet at Brougham Pavilion, the last meet of the 2018 season. That's against an Air Force team you're familiar with. Your thoughts on Saturday's meet?
Yeah, I'm super excited. This home meet coming up is senior night, so really exciting for me personally. But again, it's always fun to be at home with your friends and family and a bunch of fans that support us here at SPU. So.
It is the meet we're going to honor seniors, and it's kind of unique this year. A lot of times there are some larger classes or a handful of gymnasts. This year you're the lone senior on the roster. How has that dynamic been as the only senior?
Yeah, it's definitely been interesting. Of course it would have been nice to have more people in my class, but I definitely have a really supportive team and a good set of coaches. So it's been a good year, and I wouldn't have changed anything. So.
Because you're the only senior, have you served any form of leadership role on the team?
Well, I'm team captain this year. I was also team captain last year, but yeah.
For people who may not know, in gymnastics, what kind of role, what does a team captain do?
Yeah, so usually, you just welcome in the freshmen. The sophomore usually have a pretty good idea of what's going on, but especially for the underclassmen, it's really just about being there for them and letting them know kind of how the season runs, and just, kind of being there for your team, making sure that the energy's up, making sure you're going into a meet confident, and trying to mimic pretty much what you want at the competition in practice. So you're just kind of like the facilitator of that. But it takes no captain just to do that. Everybody on the team does a pretty good job of that, and so this year's been pretty good with that.
It's an extremely young team. You're the only senior. There are only 3 juniors, a lot of upperclassmen, including 6 freshmen. Is that what it's taken, maybe a little time for those freshmen to kind of gel, and now you're hitting your stride later in the season here?
Yeah, I definitely think that we've come into this season with a young team. However, I do think that the underclassmen have really put their foot in the door and come out and done their job, and I think that they've done a great job this season. Yeah, I definitely think that maybe we got a little late start to the season, but I think that they've done a great job, and I'm really happy to see each and every one of them come out and be confident with what they've done in practice too.
Let's talk a little bit about your gymnastics. You have a real dynamic bars set. You've received a 9.65 as a high this year. How have you felt about your bars performance this year?
Yeah, well, I really enjoy competing bars, so it's really good to go out there and compete, especially since I didn't have a season last year. But ultimately, I really do like competing bars and floor, and and bars, like practicing and competing. It's just a lot of fun, and I enjoy doing it. So.
You mentioned the floor. You have a career high of 9.85 on that, and this year your high is 9.675. A really good floor performer. Do you have a preference between bars and floor?
Honestly, I don't. Yeah, I think that they're both, a lot of fun, very different events. But I, again, like both, so I don't have like a preference or anything.
Well, since you're a senior, you're going in your last home meet, what kind of emotions do you expect to have on Saturday afternoon?
Yeah, it's kind of bittersweet. I'm super excited because, there's obviously life beyond gymnastics. But I definitely have been a part of this great team for 4 years, and it's going to be sad letting go and moving on. But I'll just wish everybody well, and I'll still come visit and watch them at competitions and stuff. So, yeah, it's a good thing, and it's sad, but,
What stands out as real memorable about your time here in your gymnastics career?
I would definitely say the people. Gymnastics is great, but it's also good to be surrounded by a group of people that are supportive and motivating, and I think that my time here at SPU, I've really noticed that you know, my teammates that I've encountered, whether it's the team this year or last year or since my freshman year even. Just the people, you know, they're super supportive and motivating, and I think that's what made these last 4 years so memorable for me personally.
4 years ago, you made the decision to come all the way across the country to attend Seattle Pacific. First, tell us where you're from.
Biloxi, Mississippi.
And what is that near?
It's over by Louisiana, Alabama, Florida, so definitely a lot different from here. But yeah, I mean, when else would I come to Seattle, Washington? So.
What was the major driver there in your decision to come to Seattle Pacific?
Well, I honestly got recruited using some recruitment videos, and when I came up here to visit, I just really enjoyed what the school had to offer, and again, the coaching staff and the team, just how welcome I felt, and you know, while it's a culture change, nothing that I wasn't up for, so yeah, I was just ready to come here and try something new.
Let's say food-wise, what do you miss most that you can't get in Seattle that they have in Biloxi, Mississippi?
Oh man, I don't know. I would say seafood's like a big thing back home. You know, they offer that here in Seattle too, but I would just say, you know, the home-cooked Southern meals, you know.
Right. Tell us what you're majoring in.
Exercise science.
And you mentioned earlier about life after gymnastics. What do you see yourself doing after college?
Ideally, I'm going to enter into physical therapy, so that is the end goal. I'm going to graduate in June and then apply to PT schools and see where that takes me.
Well, Britt, thanks so much for your time. It's been terrific having you on the team in these last 4 years, and good luck in your last home meet Saturday.
Thank you.